The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Lance going to put it up right away.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lance
out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Lance finding Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Lance now on 1st down.
Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flushed out right. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
There he goes, right side.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll try and run here with Swift. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Badgley's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well, they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 58 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. Touchdown.
James Mitchell.
42 yards.
And the Lions are able to move back in front.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Rolling to his...
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod on the return.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 27, Lance eluding the pressure right. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. Right side, and he finds Gray. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's gone. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Lance going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll roll him out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance now on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Lance. Rolling to his right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to him a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.